Okay, Monday morning in the kingdom, and it's a day of doom and gloom. It's overcast, cloudy, and icky, and frickin' windy already. Oh, my little house was a rockin' last night in the wind. Now I know how those three little pigs felt. Yes! Alright, and also, too, it's Sir Rodney's birthday today. As a man, I forgot. But then again, he celebrates it twice on Facebook. Yes, twice! I don't know how he managed that. So I always think his second birthday on Facebook is his real birthday. But yesterday, I guess it was his real birthday. Talk about confusion, like Father's Day here in WHO-ville. All right, so this morning we woke up to -2, but feels like -8. Wrong, it's chilly out here. And then on the yo-yo scale, +27 Fahrenheit, but feels like +18. Yes, +18 Fahrenheit. Oh, that would be such nice temperatures in Celsius. All right, I never untangled the flags in how many days now? Oh my, I'm gonna have to get with the program. Yes, maybe maybe say that's Brad's job to untangle the flags. All right, no sun, just a cold wind. I'm dressed warm, and we're not sure what we're going to do today. They're forecasting rain. Yes, rain. Yes, and then on top of the snow, can we say slippery? Yes, for an old guy, I have to watch how I walk and everything, because I could slip and fall. Oh, there's the wind. All right, we got the wood stoves going in the hose shack right there. Where's the smoke? It probably went out. All right, I need to use more accelerants. And over here, we got the wood stove going in the shop. All right, that wind is getting nippy. Yes, all right. I'm not sure what we're doing. The staff's not going to come till 1 o'clock, so we can wander around this morning, maybe hide in the shop where it's toasty warm. And then we got to cut some firewood because we're using a wheelbarrow or more a day already, and it's not even cold, but we're keeping it toasty warm. All right, I better go. Here comes the boss, even on a Monday morning.
Monday morning in WHO-ville is just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, it's still pretty cloudy out right now and there's a bit of a wind which makes it chilly. This is the temperature we're sitting at, 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Still pretty windy, so it makes it extra cold. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, make breakfast, and at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom.
Okay, it's just about lunchtime in the kingdom, and I paid my bills for this month. Yes, I'm broke again. Always broke. Wow, geez. At least I don't have a real job. I'm retired and enjoying the good life. Yes. All right, so look at the flags. It is a slight breeze out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's raining. Yes, raining. Yes, so it's going to be slippery. It was slippery this morning when I walked the dogs. I don't know why. It was just rain frozen to the rocks, frozen to everything, so it was slippery. All right, I got the wood stove just stocked up in the hose shack. We won't be playing in there today. We're going to work in the shop, and I'm canceling the staff because we have big plans today, but it's raining. Yes, it's raining. So let's go have some lunch, and then we can work in the shop.
12 p.m. and I was just getting ready to let the dogs out and make lunch, and as you can see, it started raining. Can't really see it on the camera, but I'll zoom in for you guys. Look at that. It is a wet rain, kind of a sleet with a bit of snow in it, so I won't be heading to the kingdom today. It is pretty icy out there, but that's okay. My dad's just tinkering around in the shop, so let's head inside and make lunch. Leftover chicken from last night. 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had a hot chicken sandwich today with the leftover chicken I made yesterday. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 1 degree Celsius, which is 33 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be a rainy, snowy day, so let's head inside, give the dogs a treat, switch laundry, then I'll head down to the basement and get a fire going. 1:30 and I'm down in the basement getting a fire going. I had one going most of the morning, but it went out at lunch when I was cooking. Look at that. Nice little fire with perfect airflow. That's what I want. Now let's head upstairs and wait for laundry to be done.
Okay, the shop was extended right back here. I don't know if we can see that, Les Nessman, but see where the tarp is? There? And the tarp there. That's what we call the curtain. So the shop was extended in November of last year with the shop extension. That way we can have 2 items in the shop not being worked on. No, this is to get the Lynn tractors and all the long stuff in, because we've done projects before in the past where we've opened the shop doors and tarped them in and everything like that, but the doors were shot. It was just terrible, so we had to improve the doors, so we just made the shop extension. All right, so this truck has been in here since most of the summer. This is a 46 Chevy truck that came from Ilford, Manitoba. Yes, here we write it on everything here. All right. So this became the water truck of the kingdom for close to 10 years or more. We had a tow bar on the front and we towed it around because it had the 6-cylinder motor in there. It has the fenders, everything like that. We do not put the fenders on until everything is done on the motor because the fenders are, how would you say, a burden, like a bra. Yeah, why wear something or have something that's in the road? So keep the fenders off, keep the bras off, and it's more enjoyable. All right, so we've been working on the trucks. All these trucks have had the new tires, new kingpins, new springs and everything like that. Everything has been updated, and we've spent the money wisely, not foolishly on women. So we tossed in a motor here. This one I think is out of that's a 305, yeah. So I'm not sure which one this one's out of. Oh, this one's out of a 86 Chevy truck. All right. That's why I have to write on everything, so I know what it is. It had a bad cam. We had it in the 41 Chevy 4x4, and we didn't go anywhere. So we changed out the motors quickly, and we put the 305 in here with the used cam, and it seems to work pretty good. Okay, so we're going to work on this here. Notice the aluminum rad. Yes, the aluminum rad. The master cylinder's up here now because at one time they were under the floor down in here. Okay, and there was only one brake system for all 4 wheels. Yes, so if one thing malfunctioned, you had no brakes. Going for the dual master cylinder, you have the 2 brake lines here. So that gives you front brakes, back brakes, so the odds are greatly increased. You don't have brake failure. Yes, so all the trucks are spec'd out the same. Same rad hoses, same brake booster, everything like that. These are old school hot rods. They're not parts ordered out of a catalog to assemble in your driveway at your fancy house in the suburbs. This is old school hot rodding where you take from the auto wreckers and you make it fit. Yes, make it fit. Except for the ram horn exhaust manifolds. Yes, we can buy them at Rock Auto, and you put the plug in here. I don't know why they come with that there, so we put the nice smooth plugs in. All right, let's go out to the other side. Okay, we're on the other side and we're doing the electrical. Yes, we started doing it back in the summer or spring when it was too muddy and wet to work outside, so we were in here. So also too, in the spring, we made the toolboxes for that side and the battery box for this side, okay? Plus we dressed up the gas tank down there. We don't have a gas tank to fit under the seat, so oh well, so sad, we just take one off a TD6 because this truck will always be for around the yard. But having new brakes, everything like that, it can quickly change to be, how would you say, highway use. So we're got to do the body work. We have to do the electrical. That's the main thing we're going after. This truck here is being copied, the same as the 45 Chevy truck that my grandpa got hit by the train. So it's the same dash, same everything. So that's how we do it. One size fits all. Ooh, the dogs are barking. Okay, the dogs were barking at a strange vehicle down at the neighbor's house. So I looked out the window. Yes, the window. I didn't have to go outside and get wet. All right, so here we go back to the truck here. It has the original transmission that came with that motor. It's an automatic. Yes, we can run the automatics in these trucks. And that's for the 2-speed rear end. And that there is for the shifter linkage. Yeah, see how they did that, Les Nesman? So we made all the bracketry and everything like that for everything to fit, okay? Because you got to remember this truck at one time had a standard transmission. So we got to mount the park brake lever over here. Yes. All the trucks are the same, so we keep them the same. So that's our little Mickey Mouse shifter lever that was temporary. Yeah, 5 years ago, I think it is now. All right. So we did some of the body work back here and got the cab bolted on. So then we can start figuring out the fenders and everything like that. All right. So over here is the 3-in-1 blender, breaker, roller thingy that Sir Rodney got for us. That's been, oh, I had some peanuts at lunch. So that's been the handiest thing since sliced cheese. Yes, sliced cheese. All right, so we were able to do stuff, make chimneys and everything like that. Cut everything straight, which is, how would you say, new for us. All right, so back here, we have parts laid out. Everything in the summer becomes a workbench, and now we can actually work. We actually have the new tires for here, but we don't have a good enough rims, so that we got a 8 1/4 20s on the outside and 700 20s on the inside. It's all for, how would you say, show. But as you can see, these springs have all been done. Oh, can't see anything. Can we see that there? Oh, we can't. All right. But the springs have been done on the back. We have the new spring bushings and everything to put in, the brake lines, everything like that to put on. So that's a nice winter project. We'd whipped up this deck here And it was actually on the 38 GMC at one time with a 1,000-gallon tank on it. So we kind of moved it over to the 46 truck about 10, 15 years ago for the water, for hauling water to the kingdom for firefighting or fire protection and pressure washing. And we have everything laid out here for the grader, marker lights, everything, so we can have a good work bee and the big links to join the chain. So now we got nasty weather, we can be inside. All our parts are laid out so we can work. Yes, work uninterrupted. Yeah, right. We'll get sidetracked and find something else to do. And we have the toolbox on this side. We had to make a toolbox on this side, all out of scrap metal recycled, because the other side looked funny with a toolbox, gas tank and everything, so we had to incorporate this. All the trucks have the dual exhaust if they have the V8. Yes, stacks. Got to have stacks because that gets rid of the exhaust up here in the Great White North or Wilderness, Alaska. But in Northern Manitoba, because with the exhaust is down on the ground, how do you see out the rear view mirror when you're backing out? Up. You don't. You can't see nothing. All right, so everything's going to get cleaned up today so we can do a production run. We're going to try to get electrical on these trucks and so they can drive out and we can bring other items in. But they've been in all summer, but that's the whole idea. Okay, the next item is a 38 Maple Leaf. Okay, I grew up in the family and it was Barnes Trucking's. Grandpa always had the Maple Leaf, always swore up and down the Maple Leaf was the heavy duty truck. But for some reason, we had the 38 GMC. We thought it was the heavy duty truck. I had my 39 Chevy and stuff like that. So we always thought the GMC was the heavy duty. Wrong. That 38 GMC and the 39 Chevy are exactly the same. So if you're ordering parts for it through Rock Auto, the wheel cylinders, everything like that, it's the same thing. And then we started working on the family truck here. This was part of the family. We went to the family farm. I rode around in this truck when I had a poopy diaper. Yes, that was back in the days, many years ago. And it was a backup grain truck. And the last it was used around Reston, Manitoba. Okay, so as the family member passed away, the family actually honored the agreement and I got the truck. So we sent a transport truck from the south to pick it up and he delivered it here in 2011 or 2012. All right, so it had the upgraded motor, which was the 216 because originally it would come with a flathead. That 216 motor, we drove it around the yard a couple of times and then the fan went through the rad. Now we put that 216 motor in the 39 Chevy snow truck. Convenient. We never throw anything away. So we had a 86 Suburban from Wisconsin that came up here fishing. It was a rust bucket and it wasn't worth shipping back to Wisconsin. Yes. So we ended up with junk. But this thing had chrome valve covers and chrome or aluminum Aldebrock intake. And when this thing runs, it runs lumpy because we think there's a camshaft in it. But to us, that's American, okay? 100% American. You take your fishing vehicle, you put some nice chrome on it, you put nice carburetor, intake, everything like that. That's a sign of Americanism. Yes, they enjoy their, how'd you say, classic cars or performance cars back in the day. And we're glad to have this motor all the way from Wisconsin. It's a very nice motor. And of course, we have to put the ram horns on to miss the steering box. Yes, the steering box. We learned that a long time ago when we did the 46 Chevy welding truck back in the early 80s because we tossed in a V8 motor so we could have power. Okay, it was 2018 we started working on this truck. It was a long wheelbase truck with a grain box. The only problem is they played Dukes of Hazzard. Yes, they jumped the intersection and bent the frame. So the frame was bent over 2 inches. So I think 2019 in the spring, we shortened the frame to fix this welding deck that was gifted to us. Yeah, right. I paid a lot of money for it. All right, so that's how it came about. So we shortened it up to get rid of the bend in the frame, and then its truck looks normal. So over the course from 2019 on, we mounted the V8, and we did all the brakes. These brakes here are unreal. What they did back in 1938 was totally unreal. So we found out that the brake system on a Maple Leaf, which is supposedly the heavy-duty Chevy, is actually the same as on a 45 Mack fire truck. Yes, these brakes here are something else. But Sir Rodney at Westrands was able to find us the parts, reline, and everything like that. And same on the back. The back brakes are totally different, and seals. This truck came with all leather seals. Yes, felt and leather seals. So we've upgraded it all to normal lip seals because we want to be able to use this truck. So there's a lot of work done on it. I think 2012 we put the ptarmigan grill on. But this thing is just busted. This whole sheet metal, everything on this truck has just been shook to crap. So we've been welding and welding and welding over the years, and it's slowly coming together. But we're doing it so everything's the same. Yes, the master cylinder, the aluminum rad, everything's the same. It doesn't matter if it's the 38 Maple Leaf or the 45 Chevy or the 45 or 46 Chevy. It's all the same, so everything's interchangeable. But this truck is totally heavy duty compared to a GMC or the Chevy or the 45 Chevy. Yes, and the 45 Chevy is supposed to be a big truck. Military issue because it has the military steering box and a few other items that are military only. It took a while for us to figure that out. Okay, so we got the snow and rains coming, so we dragged all that firewood and crap and everything in here. And it's taken us a couple of days to cut it and put it in the wheelbarrows, but we've been feeding the stove. So everybody laughs at us with this garbage wood. That white wood, there was garbage crap in the wilderness. Well, it's heated the shop for a week now. All right, so this Maple Leaf is totally different. But the main thing is, first thing we do is put a bumper on the front so we can move them around. Okay, so we got this heaters mounted. We got to change out that master switch to something normal. That's too ugly and oddball. And then over here, we were working on the electrical inside here. So it's coming along. So the same thing with the mounting of the 2-speed. The shifter was homemade. And this dash is being copied as best we can. We're not modifying any of the original gauges or anything like that. We're adding the bolt-ons down, and the holes in the dash can be filled back in it later in case this thing is fully restored to the 1938 Maple Leaf. Also, too, this welding deck, we worked on it in the spring. I don't know if we can see it here, Les Nessman. All right. It got the nickname the scrap metal deck. It's 100% junk. Somebody did a nice job welding it, and then somebody did a booger job shortening it. It's not supposed to be this long. So we've kind of cut it apart to try and make it fit. How would you say, take a bad situation and make it good. Like a bad marriage, getting a divorce. So we call it the scrap metal deck, and we have it fitting on the truck. We have the back bumper already here, so we know where to trim it up at the back. But this deck is a good winter project. We can work on it when it's winter and weld some more. But the main thing is we use it as a tool deck or storage area for the grader that's sitting outside the shed shop doors. Yes, it worked out very well. And the shop doors are weather stripped and it keeps us warm. And the whole idea of this shop extension was to have easy doors to open and close. So it works out good. We have the short door on this side for the wheelbarrow to go in and out. And look at that. It's still raining out there. And there's my woodworking tools, my firewood tools, the skill saw and the sawzall. I slice and dice the wood. I hate chainsaws.
2 p.m. and I peeked my head out the window and look at that. It has started snowing. It went from a wet rain to a snow, which is going to make everything even more slippery than it already is. Glad I'm not going to the kingdom today. It would be fun getting around. Look at all that snow. Everything is turning white now.
Okay, just about 5 o'clock, and all I got to show for it today was basically we changed the oil in the air compressor. But I knew it was going to be a long day because you have to drain it out the side here, and then you got to get the oil to go in way at the top there. And you have to put a little bit in at a time, and then look in the sight glass there. So we knew it'd be a long, how'd you say, project. So as the oil was draining, we wandered around and did other things. Oh yes, and we marked on there in the yellow paint marker that we changed the oil, and that is the compressor from the year 2000 air compressor, which malfunctioned, and the tank is down there. Yes, so that's what we did. So I mark everything out because at my age that's my memory, and so I can remember. We did clean off a couple of other little things, but these loose ends take time. Yes, and we got to go through these pails of bolts and nuts and everything because that's a lot of money sitting right here. Yes, that's for a rainy day project. And then over here we had the seat out of Thor that was right there with that Bostrom mechanical, I don't know, spring ride bouncy thing. Well, it fell over. I didn't like it, so there it is there. So we got the seat for the grader right here. So we unbolted it off that ugly base, which was heavy, and we have the seat ready for the grader. So we just have to make a base for it so it'll fit in the grader. So this is working out rather well. But that's about it. We have the curtains closed. For the wood stove, we stocked it up so there'll be good smoke. And this is what we've been doing since we built the loader shed the shop extension back in November of last year. So this tarp wasn't quite long enough, so we added this other colored tarp, and we just kind of clamp it together. So it works well, because when the wood stove dies out, we don't know if the furnace can heat that, okay? So we always be very careful, because, oh, watch out for the stuff. All right, so we're very careful because this furnace here has only 2 elements in it. We bought it brand spanking new, I think in 2008 or 9, and we disconnected 2 elements because we don't have the electrical power to run all 4. So it just kind of idles along on 2, so it's lasted this long. So we have to be very careful, because we have 500 gallons of water in the tank here for the house, and we pump it up to the house here. So we always have fire prevention in the shop and everything like that. The pumps are up nice and high, and you make sure your hoses aren't near the ground, because they will freeze. Yes, they will freeze. All right, let's go check on the flags, and I think we're done for the day. It's 5 o'clock, and my lips are thirsty.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 3 degrees Celsius, which is 37 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been snowing most of the afternoon. As you can see, it's pretty white out there, but I'm sure it will melt. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out before it starts snowing again, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we're done for the day. And make sure everybody wishes Sir Rodney a happy birthday. I messaged him on Drama Book there, and it is his true birthday yesterday. Yes, it's his real birthday. So the second one he has on Drama Book, that's I would say bonus round. Buy another round of drinks, because it's my birthday again. Yes, that only works sometimes. All right, so we have the wood stoves going. And there we go. So we're good for the evening. It warmed up and the rain turned to a little bit of snow, so just make it just a little slippery. But that's okay. We're seasoned professionals living up in the wilderness, Alaska for many years now. Yes. Okay, but it's actually in Northern Manitoba. Look at the flags. They're in their natural state of being limp. So everybody wish Sir Rodney a happy birthday in the comments. And let's go walk the dogs, drink some more beverage, and make a video. Talk to you later.